In this video, we're going to talk about the most common house flipping mistakes and the most common things that you need to avoid as a real estate investor getting in the game. Now, the number one mistake, believe it or not, comes down to inadequate planning. There's an old saying that says, if you're failing to plan, you're planning to fail. Now, this old quote rings true, especially in the game of real estate investing, because if you don't have your scope of work planned out, if you don't have the right rehab numbers, and you're not in alignment with the organization schedule and your deliverabilities, you're leaving way too much money on the table. Number two, not understanding the renovation costs. There's so many new real estate investors who come into the game thinking that if they can just find a decent deal, that they're going to win on the opportunity. These are the investors that usually end up underwater on a project and actually take a loss at the end of the day. Now, our goal is to make sure that you avoid these things at all costs. There is a framework and there is a process that you need to follow if you want to be a successful house flipper. Another mistake that needs to be avoided is overpricing the flip. Now, a lot of us real estate investors want to step out and have this HGTV type of style. Well, I'm here to tell you that HGTV doesn't work in every neighborhood. What do I mean by this? Well, you can't walk into a Class B neighborhood, right? Or your blue collar entry level housing neighborhood expecting to put up the best fixtures, the most expensive granite, and do this HGTV style flip and actually make a profit. The lower end houses, you need to look at the houses in the community around you, and you want to make your rehab match the current style and updates of similar houses in the area. A lot of us come in there and we're wanting to, again, make this thing beautiful. Well, yes, at the end of the day, this rehab has your name on it, but you're also in this business to make money. So the best advice that I can give a newer investor who's getting in the game and ready to start flipping is pay attention to the local market and do your market research. Now, we do have a spreadsheet and common things to avoid, as well as the entire rehab process that we teach inside of our network. We have a Discord group that you can join in the link below if you want to check it out and network with a community of real estate investors from across the country. Now, the next stage in the game, project management. But before project management, you want to make sure you have the right contractor. Don't just hire some do-si-do that you found at Lowe's. You want to make sure that you have a vetted crew and they know what they're doing, right? So find your contractor, and after you have the right contractor, make sure that your project management is on point. You want to make sure that you have a schedule as far as the work that's taking place and how to follow it. And by following this schedule and holding your contractor accountable, it's going to help you maximize your returns and get this house finished quicker, where you can get it on the market and maximize your profits as quickly as possible. We are in the house flipping game. We're not in the house sitting game, right? We don't want the house sitting where we're paying unneeded holding costs, property taxes, utility bills, insurance, and everything in between. On average, an average house that we hold costs us between $100 and $150 per day just in holding costs for holding that asset. So our goal is to show you the framework so you can get in the game and maximize this potential. Lastly, guys, don't neglect legal matters and don't get complacent in this process. If you want to be a successful real estate investor, make sure that you have a proven system, that you're following the process, and also that you have attorneys and wise counsel, consultants, mentors, and coaches in your corner to help you avoid some of these pitfalls. You want to learn more? Feel free to check us out in the Discord.